For this month's Outer Game video, I want to highlight one of the very critical distinctions in game. This is also very important for sales or persuasion of any kind. And this is the differentiation between what I call an objection and what I call a condition. Okay? Now I'm going to define those for you. An objection is something that's coming from the girl's emotions or her own sort of like psychology and reaction to the situation. So for example, if she doesn't feel comfortable around you and she's like, I think this is moving too fast, that is an objection. Or if she's like, I'm not that kind of girl, that's an objection, right? Or if you come in and you're acting all alpha and she's like, she gives you like a shit test, like what makes you so cool, that's an objection. That's all coming from her personally. It's coming from her emotions, her own internal psychology. On the other hand, the other thing that might get in the way of your sets and your success with women is what we call conditions. And these are things that are not related directly to the girl that you're dealing with. They're outside factors that control her behavior. For example, if she drove all her friends to the club and they're expecting a ride home from her, that's a condition. That's a tangible thing in the real world that you're gonna have to deal with. You might have to problem solve it, whatever. It's not something that like makes her less turned on or less wanting to go home with you, but it is an obstacle, right? Other obstacles would be things like she has to get up early in the morning, right? She has like class at 6 a.m. or she's catching a flight or that kind of stuff, okay? And here's why this is very important. They're solved in different ways, okay? Objections are solved by dealing with the girl, and here's a key phrase, change her mood, not her mind, okay? You deal with them emotionally, you deal with them through the vibe, you deal with them by making the interaction itself better. So when you're getting objections, that's again the stuff that's coming from the girl and her own internal psychology, then you need to just get the vibe better, get her in a better mood, chill back, relax, don't escalate so much, those kind of things, okay? You work on your personal interaction with her. However, when you get a condition, you have to handle that differently. That's a logical fact in the real world, and you have to actually handle it logically. You need to problem solve it, okay? So when a girl has a condition, this isn't her trying to get in your way, it isn't her giving you a shit test, it's her having a problem she wants you to solve. And one of the biggest things that you can do in game to make you more effective is to learn to be a better problem solver. The girl wants you to solve the conditions for her. And so a lot of times you may see when we poll girls or when we have good success with girls, that kind of stuff, we may say things in a certain way that isn't the most straightforward way we could have said it. And the reason we do that is to help the girl to solve her conditions, right? So like little things that we do, like for example, one condition might be that her friends will judge her. So we may present going home with her to her and to her friends in a certain way that makes her not slutty, that makes the girls not judge her. Or for example, if she has like transportation issues, we may come up with a solution where we're gonna leave shortly and like come back quickly so that the transportation issue isn't a problem. Things like that, okay? But the key distinction is this: when you're having a problem getting a poll, when you're having a problem getting the results or the close that you want with a girl, identify the reason. Identify whether it's an objection, i.e. it's coming from her and she's not ready, or it's a psychological thing or a mood or attitude thing, or identify if it's a condition, meaning a tangible outside fact, right? And they have to be solved differently. In the case of an objection, change her mood, not her mind. In the case of a condition, problem solve the situation and deal with it logically. Very, very important distinction. When you get that right, you're gonna get massively more success.